They like trap music, but that's not me. They like pop music, but that's not me. I'm the baby face that will put you in your place, set you up, take it safe, then vanish without a trace. They like Balenciaga, but that's not me. They like Dolce Gabbana, but that's not me. I'm the baby face that will put you in your place, take your girl to your face.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is a judge being suspended because of their scorecard. In the fight that took place between Juan Francisco Estrada and Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, there was one scorecard that had everybody, questioning. It was very questionable. So here's the article. The WBA announced on Sunday they are temporarily suspending Judge Carlos Sucre. Again, if this is mispronounced, I apologize. Carlos Sucre, pending an evaluation after his Outlier scorecard for Saturday's junior bantamweight world title unification fight between Juan Francisco Estrada and Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. Sucre scored the fight 117-111 for Estrada, who won the fight by split decision. Jesse Reyes scored about 115-113 for Gonzalez. David Sutherland scored about 115-113 for Estrada. And here's the quote. We will temporarily suspend Carlos Sucre while the officials committee evaluates his performance in the Chocolatito Estrada 2 fight. Read statement from WBA release. Twitter, we will give the judge the opportunity to speak about what happened. So basically, what they're going to do is they're going to temporarily suspend the judge, give the judge the opportunity to explain the scorecard, and I guess then they'll move forward with that. So, Trill Dollar Bill, what's your thoughts on Carlos Sucre? I think that's how you say the last name. Being suspended for the scorecard and being forced to go over why he scored the fight that way.
I'm glad they making Los. That's what I'm gonna call him. Call
Los.
Los. I'm glad they're making Los do this, and hopefully this will be an eye opener for all the other judges. When I heard that scorecard, I was like, whoa. Especially how I predicted the fight. I said that Estrada would win, but when I scored the fight, I had Roman Gonzalez winning 115-113, even though I was rooting for Estrada. So when I heard that scorecard, I was like, whoa, somebody was over there drinking a tequila, because he was watching a different fight. That fight was real close, and it wasn't one-sided like how his scorecard had it. But I'm glad that they're this right now, I think should happen now, be a regular. Like anytime we have to question the judges, I think the sanctioning bodies should have these judges explain their card, because there's been so many times where fighters been cheated and screwed out of fights because of scorecards. I wouldn't call this a robbery like you said last week, Hayden. But I feel like that scorecard was way too wide. The scorecard was way too wide, and I did score it for Roman Chocolatito. But hey, I'm glad that they're doing something. They're doing something, and hopefully that this opens everybody's eyes up, and all the other sanctioning bodies start doing this as well, so we can hold these judges accountable for these cards that they be handling.
All right, Slippery G.
Yeah. So this is what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to play devil's advocate, right? So the only reason why I'm doing this is because when you think about how judges judge, they're at one corner of the ring. You know what I'm saying? So they are not gonna see what the other two judges are gonna see just based on the position of where they are at the ring, right? And so that could be his justification of his score. I still remember this to this day when Sean Porter said he will purposely position himself in certain angles to where it looks like to judges he's doing a lot of work, even if he's not connecting. So a judge can be like, oh, wow, he's doing so much. He's hitting him to the body, and none of them shots are landing, but it doesn't matter because the angle of it looks like he's dominating that round. So knowing stuff like that, it could be that from his angle, his point of view, he was thinking, hey, you know what? You know, homie was actually doing it in, you know, and he's probably like, all right, you know, or it could just be my man was, you know, on the books and he made a bet on the fight. But I'm just saying there's a possibility. It just sounds, it's just 117, 111 is just so different from 114, 115. What was it, 114, 115, the other two judges?
117, 115, 113.
Oh, okay, yeah, 115, 113 to 117. Like, that's kind of crazy. So it's like, bro, what were you seeing that they weren't seeing, you know, or what were you not seeing that they were seeing, you know? So it's just, I don't know. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. I'm trying to hold my mans down, but yeah, it seems odd, but there could be a reasonable explanation for his scorecard. That's all I'm saying.
He's Mexican.
We haven't had a disclaimer on this show in a while, Trill.
I'm just doing the jokes.
Oh, TVE.
Man, I remember when Teofimo fought Lomachenko. It took me a second to figure out what match I was thinking about, and that judge gave Teo a score, a ridiculous score. It was like 119, 111 or something like that.
I think that was Julie.
Yeah. Sandra Bullock and Trills, my phrase of words. You feel me?
You signed it, bro.
I did. But, you know, I don't know how she looked.
I was just joshing. You made it real.
I don't know how she looked, but I know.
What you did was actually worse.
I know how Sandra Bullock looked. You know, that's all I'm saying. It's just.
Ned was like, oh, she looked like Sandra Bullock.
Bullock?
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong. But listen. These scores they're outlandish, and you can't at the end of a fight let that score fly. Like you get 114, 115, 116, 112, and then now all of a sudden 119, 111, 110, and then it's a unanimous decision. Like, no, these judges have to be held accountable for how they score these fights. Like, we all are scoring these fights on equal, like different perspectives, whatever. If you're on either corner of the ring, you have to score this fight according to the rules of boxing. But when you give a score out of 111 to 119, and everybody's seeing this on national television, and you'll be like, how do you get the score? Like, I know I'm not in that corner. I'm not judging the fight.
But you do know the rules of boxing are subjective.
All right, whatever.
Judging boxing is subjective.
Yeah, it's subjective. But we're watching this on national television. We're seeing the fight.
That's another thing.
Angles.
Yo, Ned, you're saying national television because you have the privilege of watching on a television where you're seeing it from multiple angles. Their judges, they're not doing it that way, bro. They're seeing it only from their seat. It's a difference. You understand?
Don't talk to me right now, man.
I don't know.
Yo, Ned, where were we watching the fight from, Ned?
From television, bro. Like, simple as that. And we saw what they got wrong. So if I can judge a fight better than the judge at the fight, they should not be judging. And I'm going to say that, and I'm going to keep it plain and simple. If you cannot judge a fight from different angles, if you're in a position to judge it from one angle, but you understand different angles, then you misjudge the fight. And I'm going to keep it easily like that. G, watch your mouth, fix your face,
with the net ice.
and put your hand down. That's it. Keep it simple.
I'm rocking with you, Ned. You, Ned. You know what I'm saying? And like Ned said, Ned never said that the judge were watching the fights on national television. He said we were watching the fights on national television.
Thank you, Kaden.
You know I'm with you, Ned.
That's right.
Now, all this does, like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm being straight serious right now. Like, I know we say this jokingly, but since the beginning, the first time we ever had a topic and we discussed bad judging, I've been saying and advocating that anytime we have a bad scorecard, that they should take the judge and force the judge to explain the scorecard. And if they can't, they should even be suspended or terminated, right? And we just witnessed that happen. And I don't know if the powers that be somehow watched the Boxing Bros and thought, well, that's a good idea. But like on this show, we've been saying it for the longest time. And to actually see it happen makes me happy. Now we'll see what happens with that guy. I believe it was a close fight. I scored at 115, 113 for Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. Like Trill said, I don't believe it's a robbery. That fight could have gone either way. When you have a fight that's won 7 rounds to 5, it could easily be a draw and it could easily go the other way, depending, right? But what happens is when you have 117, 111, that's too many rounds going in the other direction, right? So like I think that's like 9 rounds to 3. So you got 9 rounds to 3, and that's when everyone's saying, well, what fight were you watching? And I don't think there's any angle in the world that you could have sat me at that I would have scored the fight 9 rounds to 3. In addition to that, everyone seated in that arena that was booing is sitting from some type of angle. But somehow the majority of the people in that arena, from whatever angle they were at, seat 7, row 4, section B, wherever you were at, saw Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez winning that fight. Majority of them. Now, he didn't get the decision because 2 of the 3 that was sitting in the seat scored it for the other guy. Fine. Cool. Majority of the people that I've spoken with, the majority of the people even on this panel believe that Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez won. But at least even in our view, it was a close fight. When you have it as a landslide for the guy that most people feel like shouldn't have got the decision, that is problematic. And you should sit down and have to explain your scorecard, because in a decision that's already controversial, when you have it so wide, it looks like the fix was in. And that's why people have issues with judges. That's why some people don't like the sport of boxing. I believe that's why Tyson Fury is saying hell no to fighting in England when it comes to Anthony Joshua, because part of taking a fight is feeling like you will be able to win by decision. And it was sad to see that scorecard because it makes you feel like Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez never had a chance to win that fight by decision.
Definitely. Please like and subscribe. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. No, for real. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. I'm Trill Dollar Bill. That's Ned the TBE. That's Slippery G. And that's my brother Caden. And we collectively, all the Boxing Bros, thank you for rocking with us.
You're welcome.